Right, so this is my final video on being a student in Glasgow, Scotland. My course ended last year, and after I graduated, I have been working part-time while looking for full-time employment. It has been a while since I took up any creative endeavors. The last upload was a while ago, and hence I created this video now. This video will cover the various things that didn't fit in any of the 5 videos I made on the subject, and also the things I missed including in those videos. Let's start with the sites you can visit in and around Glasgow. There is the Glasgow Cathedral and the Glasgow Necropolis behind it. It used to be a sacred religious site, but now it is a historical landmark. People living nearby use it to walk, jog, cycle, or walk their dog, or just to enjoy the sun and silent serenity away from traffic. Then there is the Gallery of Modern Art in central Glasgow, where the exhibits keep changing every few months. Outside the Gallery of Modern Art stands one of the most iconic Glaswegian images, the equestrian statue of the Duke of Wellington wearing a traffic cone. At first I thought this was a sponsorship by VLC Player, but no, this is a feature. Even the gift shop inside the gallery has merchandise with the Duke wearing the cone. Just near the gallery is George Square, which is home to statues of many famous historical figures, and the Christmas festivities are held here every winter. West of George Square is the Homeless Jesus sculpture. Going south will take you towards the Clyde and the beautiful riverside walkways and bridges like the Millennium Bridge, Bell's Bridge, Squiggly Bridge, etc. Towards the west end is Kelvingrove Park, where you will find even more statues, including Lord Robert's monument and the statue of Lord Kelvin. Yes, the VLC Player thing applies to many statues across Glasgow, and they are not a constant. I think the authorities remove them and someone places another one on top. You can read more about it on link 1 in description. Anyway, where were we? Yes, Kelvingrove Park. Nearby is the Kelvingrove Art Gallery and Museum, which contains many art pieces as well as many historical artifacts. And some stolen items. A little farther west is the Hunterian Zoological Museum, which houses perfectly preserved specimens from many parts of the world. Attractions near the Clyde include the Riverside Museum, which displays a collection of historical locomotives. And there's also a ship. Then there is the Glasgow Science Centre and the Scottish Event Campus, also known as SEC. Music concerts and events like Comic-Con are held here, but I have only gone there for part-time work as a student. I've also worked in Ibrox Stadium, home to Rangers FC, and their rivals are the Celtics. Hampden Park is the national football stadium of Scotland. The south side has the Hidden Gardens, and you can find it by... well, it's hidden for you to discover. There are other interesting places in Glasgow, such as the Loading Bay Skate Park, Pinkston Water Sports, and Glasgow Green. I ventured out of Glasgow a few times. Once I went to the Whitelee Windfarm. Till then I had seen many windmills from the inside of trains and buses. So once I asked my Scottish classmate about the windmills in Scotland, and he said, "They are wind turbines, not windmills, you idiot." So I asked, what is the difference? And here's what I learned. Both windmills and wind turbines use wind energy to turn blades, which in turn turns gears inside the body. The difference is mainly in structure and function. Windmills were used to either mill grains into flour, move water, etc. Comparatively, the modern wind turbine converts wind energy into electricity by turning a turbine. Wind turbines are slim and sleek as they tower high above us humans. Looking at them up close made me sympathize with Alonso Quijano for mistaking such a structure for a giant and attacking it. That's a Don Quixote reference. Windmills and water mills are much older technology and have a similar purpose. They are much shorter for stability. If you like watching animated media, you can watch Dr. Stone to know the inner workings of a mill. Anyway, the Whitelee Windfarm has 215 wind turbines, and the visitor center has a lot of information on the use of renewable energy in the UK. I also went to the Burns Birthplace Museum and Burns Cottage, the house of the Bard of Scotland, in Alloway. Having had his poems in the syllabus of my bachelor's degree, I never thought I would get a chance to visit his house. I imagine many things have been added to make it a more popular attraction for tourists, such as this tall Robert Burns made of wood, and this depiction from Tam O'Shanter, which is a poem by Robert Burns. The Alloway Cemetery nearby also contains links to the poem. The Poet's Path connecting Burns Cottage and the museum also has a few depictions from the poem. The Burns Memorial Garden is a well-maintained green space with a diverse range of flowers. It has a sundial, harkening back to the old days. There were places I wanted to visit, like Bonnie Bridge, the UFO hotspot of the UK. Upon reading on the internet, it would seem as if aliens lived there. I went there once to see for myself, but was disappointed to find nothing out of the ordinary. Partly due to this disappointment, I didn't even go to spot Nessie, partly because Loch Ness is too far from Glasgow. I have been to Edinburgh to work, so haven't really travelled within the city. What else? Yes, Caledonia is the Latin name of Scotland. so you will see the name everywhere, like Glasgow Caledonian University. There are mini maps for many locations across Glasgow: the Glasgow Cathedral, Kelvingrove Park, Merchant City. Many murals within the city contribute to the colorful beauty of Glasgow. There is a pizza vending machine on High Street, and within Merchant City there are metal plaques which display historical information. Orange marches are held a few times throughout the year, and it causes the roads to close for a few hours. Keep an eye out on the news and plan your commute accordingly. Orange March has a religious origin, but all you will see is parades and marching on the streets. I recorded this just outside my window. Finally, crime in Glasgow. Glasgow has contradicting records of being the city with most knife crimes and the city with the friendliest people. It's as if a small group of people really got into acupuncture but couldn't find the needles, as another group already took all of them. Personally, it is the safest city I have lived in. People are friendly and helpful. You need to be careful if you take a night shift job, as the streets may have some drunk people. Carry a pepper spray, or learn judo or something, or just be vigilant if you go out alone after midnight. It's the crowded places that may be dangerous. Empty roads are safer, as someone hiding to ambush people run the risk of hypothermia. Ah yes, don't park your cycle outside on the street at night. It will either be gone by morning or only the skeleton will be left. Before I conclude the video, I have to warn you to plan properly, mainly the finance of studying abroad. I have met people who failed to plan and arrived with the hope of earning from part-time jobs to pay for rent, food, tuition and everything else. Even though I admired the bravery of taking such a risk, I do feel a detached helplessness when someone like that eventually asks for help. I wish someone had told them to plan. It takes some time to start earning from a part-time job, and things are getting worse gradually due to many factors affecting the British economy. Always have backups and backups of backups before starting the journey. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. So, this is the last video as a student in Glasgow, but more videos are in the works. The subscriber count does make me feel an obligation to upload more. I will be leaving Glasgow soon to a new job location or go back home to Assam. Either way, I am planning a playlist of long-form videos like an idiot's guide maybe. And I do have many short videos focusing on language learning. This is an educational channel after all. Again, thank you for watching till the end.